you're well. I am doing a freezer sort out today. My son is with his dad and it's Monday morning. So obviously he stayed overnight with his dad. So I've got the extra hour where I do the whole mad rush to school. I've got a whole hour. So the freezer really needs a sort out. I usually have drawers in the freezer where I do like all meat and vegetables. And lately I've just been throwing stuff in and it's just become a big mess and I don't know what's really in there anymore. I obviously do check the freezer all the time and I always find stuff to have for our dinners in the week, but it does need a good sort out because I might have some extra stuff in there that I don't know I've got. So I thought this Monday morning, it's a beautiful day. There's 2 magpies in the garden, which makes it even better. I've got a wash load already on and put out on the line. I've had my breakfast, I've had a workout, I've showered for the day and it's only 8 AM. So let's get on with this freezer stuff. So let me put it all out of the freezer and then I will show you what I've got. Okay, so I've got everything out of the freezer and now my hands are really cold. The dog was by the freezer seeing if anything dropped out and trying to eat it. And there was little bits of like bread, old bread that kind of broke off and he was eating frozen bread. Don't know what's going on with the dog. Anyway, he's doing well. He's actually doing really well at the moment, Toby. So if you haven't watched the video, our dog isn't very well, but at the moment he's doing okay. So we're just enjoying what time we have and enjoying the good days with him while it lasts. So let's get into the freezer stuff. If you don't know me, my name is Rachel. I'm a solo mum to one. I do lots of different videos on this channel, from food hauls to day in the life to things I do with my son and sort out stuff like decluttering stuff, a bit of everything really. So my freezer was absolute mess, so I thought I'd get it all out and put it all organised so that I can get to things easier and I can also see what we have to make better meal plans to save me some money in the long run. And I also have 2 Star Wars lollies. One is, well, these 2 are both red, but you can buy the blue ones. We bought these in Poundland for I think £1.50. There were 6 of them. So he's got those, and with the weather getting warmer, these are going to be great. I'm not going to buy him any more kind of ice cream until he's eaten these. He's also got some Neapolitan ice cream as well. I think there's like a little bit of each flavour left in that. And the other day I was in Home Bargains and I bought him some strawberry sauce because I bought him an ice cream from the ice cream van. $1.99 is now £2.50. I mean, what? The 80s and the 90s was the best era to live in. Who's with me? Because it was the cheapest. £2.50 for an ice cream from the ice cream man. That's why nobody buys them anymore. Anyway, I bought it him for a treat and he had some raspberry sauce on. He loved it. They didn't have any raspberry sauce in Home Bargains, but they had strawberry and he loves that too. So until he's eaten this and he's eaten these, he's not getting any more ice cream from me. So let me go and put this away before it melts. Okay, the other sweetie stuff I've got this pack of berry cakes here. I bought these a little while ago, but I bought way too many. So we just popped those in the freezer. Actually forgot I had them. So I will get those out for him at the weekend because I've got him this weekend and he can decorate them and have those rather than me buying more cakes from Greggs. I also found some other cakes that we made a few weeks ago that we had these left over. So we froze those as well. So he's got plenty of cakes to have that I don't need to go and buy any more cakes for him. He can just have those. I just need to remember to get them out of the freezer in the morning. Also found a load of oranges here as well. So I'm going to make some orange sorbet for myself. So I'm going to do that at the weekend because that'd be really nice. And I also found some strawberries too. So at the moment, any bananas that I've got left over from all my baking I do, I'm freezing them. I haven't got a bag full at the moment, but once I do, I might make some banana and strawberry ice cream. So I need to remember I've got this. So I'm going to put that away before that defrosts. All of that is now in the bottom drawer of the outside freezer. I think I've got about 6 drawers in there. So that's in the bottom drawer. So I now know that that is just like all like sweetie, desserty, ice creamy type of things. Let's move on to all my vegetables that I freeze. So the first thing I've got is this big mushroom stir fry. I buy all these on a yellow sticker and I chuck them in the freezer and I forget that they're there. So I've got this so I can have this week as well. I've also got a bag of sprouts. Another bag of sprouts that the actual bag rips. I had to put it in like a little freezer bag. And I've got this sweet and creamy root vegetable mash. This is so good. So good. And I forgot I had it because this would have gone perfect with my steak last night, wouldn't it? This would have been perfect. But I forgot But never mind, I might find another cheap steak somewhere else and I can have that with that. What do you have your steak with? Because I only just started eating steak again. Yesterday was the first time I've eaten steak in about 8 or 9 years. I haven't eaten it for such a long time. I had it with tomatoes and mushrooms yesterday, but I'd love to know, what do you have your steak with if you eat steak? Because I'd love to know, so give me some ideas. Okay, I've also got a bag of broccoli, because this was left over that I didn't eat, so I froze that as well. And I've got some broccoli, oh no, asparagus tips. I didn't realise I had these either. So I bought those on the yellow sticker because they were half price. So I need to eat those soon. And I bought this sweet and warming carrot and coriander soup mix. Cup mix. Why did it be a cup? Soup mix. I forgot I had that as well. I bought that on the yellow sticker. So that could be a nice dinner for me when my son is with his dad. I've also got some peas, because this is the last little lot left in the bag, and I didn't want to keep the bag in there, so I popped it in a pot. So I've got some peas. Actually, I might leave them out because my son can have them for his dinner tonight. He's got sausage and mash tonight and he can have the peas with it. So let's leave those out. I've got some red onion that's all frozen up. I should be fine, because I had some onions left over that were starting to go a bit, oh, I better use those, but I didn't want to use those, so I just diced them all up and popped them in the freezer bag, so I've got onion in the freezer. I've also got some butternut squash that I need to use, so I need to make a soup out of that. I make a mean coconut and butternut squash Thai soup. I haven't made that for a really long time. I just noticed I got bruised. Where'd that come from? I hate it when you get bruises and you don't know where they're from. Freaks me out, really does. And I've got some glazed parsnips as well that I forgot I had. So I'm going to be doing a little bit of a mini roast this week for my son after sports day on Friday. So I think I'm going to add some of those in. Finally, I've got some stuffing boards that we had for a roast dinner a few weeks back that I didn't use these ones, so I put them in the freezer. So I basically kind of got a roast, because I have got a whole chicken left as well. So I basically got a roast dinner ready to go. So if I want to make a roast, I don't have to go out and buy everything, because I've got everything. Brilliant. So I'm going to put all the vegetable stuff. So I'm going to go and do that now before that defrosts. So I have one drawer full of all ice creams and cakes and treats, and one drawer of vegetables, two opposite ends of the scales, really. So next I'm going to look at any kind of like bread or rolls or muffins or anything like that I've got, to see if I need to put that in one drawer or I could just put it in half a drawer. So I've got a quarter of a loaf of bread here. It was going to run out of date, so I actually just popped that in the freezer. I don't like eating bread as a sandwich when it's from the freezer, but toast isn't too bad, and my son doesn't mind it either. So I've got that in the freezer. I've also got some breadcrumbs, but I realised I've got 2 pots of breadcrumbs here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can add it into one pot to give me more room in the freezer, if I can figure out how to open. Where's the little thing to open it? It doesn't have one. How do I open it? Ah, there it is. So I had 2 pots of breadcrumbs, and I've just put that all into one pot instead. I make my own bread. It's been there for like more than 4 days, and I know my son's not going to eat it. I just split it up and put it into breadcrumbs, and then I can use that to make some chicken nuggets for him at the weekend or something. So I've got a tub of breadcrumbs. I've also got a few wraps as well. I did buy more wraps, but they're actually in the cupboard at the moment. They're in the cupboard at the moment. If they're not used within 4 or 5 days, then I'll put them in cling film and I'll put that in a freezer as well. So that's kind of what I do with the wraps, because my son can either have them for his lunchbox, or he will have, I'll make like nachos, like tortilla chips with them for him. I also got an English muffin as well, and I think there is one more muffin. Got another muffin as well. So I don't think that's going to take the whole of one freezer drawer. So I'm just going to put that in half, and I'm going to see what else I've got and see if I can use the other half. So it's really getting this freezer organised so that I can easily grab things and it's easy to see what we've actually got. So let me get this in the freezer now. I also do have 2 hot cross buns as well, so I'm going to put them in with the bread on the freezer too. I just walked out my back door and the cat was there, scared the crap out of me. So let's move on. I don't know. I've got some fish. So I've got some fish cakes here that my son doesn't really like, because they've got green bits in apparently. And I've also got fish fingers. So that shows me that I need to go and buy some more fish cakes that my son actually likes. So I'm going to try him with those again, but because they got herbs in, they got green bits in, he won't eat them. Also found a few other little fish fingers and fish cakes here that I may have cooked too many. So rather than just bin it or give it to the dog, which I don't really like giving it to the dog, I wrap it up and freeze it so I can just reheat them. Obviously he doesn't eat them that time, then they go in the bin. Also found these mini cod fish cakes as well. He's obviously had 4 of them, because there was 8. He's obviously had half of them, but there's still 4 left, which I didn't know I had. And I've just found another pack of carrot and sweet mash, but there's no more room in the vegetable section for these, so I'm just going to put that in with the fish and with the bread. So I know I've got bread and fish, and I've got this as well. Sometimes it's got to be a bit mix and matchy, isn't it? It can't all be perfect, because life's not perfect, but I don't want the fish to defrost. So let's get this straight back in that freezer. Now, meat-wise, I know there's a lot of meat here, so let's go through what I've got. First of all, I've got some of these pork patties. So my son had 2 of these. He had 2 of them on Saturday, and then he asked for another one. But I said, no, you can have a dessert instead. Because that's many, isn't it? He wanted 3 pork patties. I've also, wait, Tigger was right there. I got the cat outside. The dog wants to chase the cat. I've got to make sure the cat's gone before the dog goes out. It's okay. The cat jumped up on the fence so the dog couldn't get him, but the dog still thinks he can get the cat even though he's only like this big. So bloody dogs. Anyway, I've got the pork patties, then I found another pork patty that I've got wrapped up that I haven't actually cooked. I've also got some sausages as well that I forgot I had, and I got some more chicken breasts as well, so I've got that too. I've got an entire chicken. An entire chicken. So there we go, see? I've got some meatballs in here as well, which I could probably put something else in there because I do have some burgers. So I got those meatballs, and then I've got homemade burgers as well that I've done. I've got 4 of those. I think I'm going to put the burgers in with the meatballs, and then that will also save me some space on it, because that's the thing with the freezer. You need to find some space savers too. So the meatballs and the burgers can go in together. I've also got some pork mince that I still haven't used. I keep saying I'm going to use and I never do. Also got some sausages that my son loves, so they go pretty quickly, and some mini cocktail sausages that my son has for lunch. If he has like sausage rolls and little sausages and chicken nuggets. So I've got sausage, mini sausages, a whole chicken, and some chicken fillets, more sausages, pork patties, mince, burgers and meatballs, more chicken, because they're all yellow sticker. I buy the yellow stickers and I chuck it in the freezer, and then I don't remember what I have. And then this is beef mince. I've got beef mince as well, and I've got these like chicken hot dogs too. So I've got those, and I've got chicken burgers. So that's a whole drawer full of meat stuff, isn't it, really? But what I did just find is I made scones a long time ago, and they're in the freezer still. So I need to remember I got them. But where do these go? Do they go in the desserty drawer, or do they go in the bread drawer? Question for you. Let me know in the comments. Do I put the scones, I'm going to say both because everyone says it differently, in the dessert drawer, or do I put it in the bread drawer? Let me know. Let me know where to put it. I'll put it in the bread drawer for now because that's the one that's got the most space. But let me know if I need to put it in the dessert drawer instead, and I'll change it. Let me put all this meat in a drawer. I think it might take 2 drawers. I'm going to put the whole chicken away first. Moving on to like party food type stuff. So I have some chicken nuggets here, but I've only got 3 left. So I'm just going to literally throw the box away and just have them in the bag. These like Christmas tree nuggets, they're on a clearance item in Asda, and my son has a couple of those in his lunchbox sometimes. So I'll get those used up this week. Also got some sausage rolls, some big sausage rolls for lunches, and I've got mini cocktail sausage rolls for his lunch box. So the sausage rolls, he only likes them warm, so I can't give them for school, but the small ones he'll eat cold. Maybe there's a difference. Is there a difference? Let me know if there's a difference. Anyway, that all goes for his lunch. I also found these mini quiches that I forgot I had, so I don't know if he'll like them, but we'll try them. And I also found these mini pork and pickle pies, like little pork pies. So I'll try them with those as well. I also have my hash browns. These are the big hash browns, these are the small hash browns. My son doesn't like the big ones, but we all eat the small ones. And I also got Yorkshire puddings. I've got about 3 or 4 left in there, and I got a whole bag full here because my son loves a Yorkshire pudding. And sometimes I get the little cocktail sausages and I put them inside a Yorkshire pudding, so it's like toad in a hole if I can't bother to make a big toad in a hole. If you don't know what toad in a hole is, it's sausages in a big massive like Yorkshire pudding thing. It's delicious with gravy. It's a very British comfort food. But if I can't bother to make one, I just get some of these little cocktail sausages, pop them in there, cover it with gravy. Happy days. Quick tip for you. I'm going to put that away and then finish off with the last of that freezer, and then I think I will sort out this little freezer as well because I have time. This has worked out quite perfectly really, because I've only got 1 drawer left in the freezer and I've only got all the pre-cooked food that we've got left. So in this one, I have found a gammon steak that I forgot I had with a few little potatoes. So that's going to be really good for a meal for myself when my son's with his dad. And I've also got mac and cheese here. I've got quite a few of those actually. So I make a huge mac and cheese every now and again, and I separate it into little containers and I put some vegetables with it and some tortilla chips or something like that for my son. Or sometimes he has like beans and sausages if we've had beans and sausages the night before with a jacket potato. So I've actually got 1, 2, 3, 4, I've got 5 of those left, and I think he's had 3, so I get 8 portions out of that. So that's just like a really easy quick meal. Obviously then I've got the meat and everything else, so that can go away. Some pinwheels, which is puff pastry, sausage meat, cheese, and then bacon over the top. I will do a video over that, so I've only got 3 left, so you can have that for a meal this week actually, to use those up, and then I'll make some fresh ones and I'll video me doing that so you can see what I do. He absolutely loves them, and my mum really enjoys them too. Final things that I found is some chicken nuggets that I homemade chicken nuggets that I did. I've got a few left of those, so they're also going in that freezer. But I also found some potatoes, crispy and golden potato slices. My son absolutely loves these. So again, I've got a chicken, I've got plenty of vegetables, I've got Yorkshire puddings, I've got potatoes, I've got parsnips, I've got loaves for a complete roast dinner, which I won't have to go and buy anything extra for, because I know I've got gravy in the cupboard as well. If you'd like me to do a cupboard sort out, do let me know in the comment box below. But let me put all this away, then I'll sort out the little freezer that I've got in the kitchen. So, top drawer of the inside freezer, and I've got 3 drawers in the inside freezer. So I've got chicken nuggets here. I've also got some more chicken, but we had chicken wraps last week, so if you watched last week's food haul, I bought a roast chicken in a bag, and because it was on a clearance, so I used it that night, and I still had loads left, so I've got that. So I was going to make some more chicken wraps with that, or I was going to do like a chicken pasta bake or something. I've got some more muffins here as well. I like to keep some stuff in this freezer so it's easier for me to get to, and then once I run out, then I use food from that freezer and put it in. I've got a few little sausages left for my son's lunch boxes. And I've got some of these little mini donuts. I made little mini donuts for my son that he has for breakfast. So I need to make some more of those actually, because he really likes them. I got some pita bread as well. So he doesn't always eat the pita bread. So what I do now is I've bought another load of pita bread, and anything that's left over from that I'll freeze. But then next week I won't buy any. I'll just get a pita out of the freezer and defrost it for him to have for his breakfast the next day. I've also got another wrap here that I can have, that I can make some tortilla chips for my son. Sweet corn, because my son loves sweet corn, and I've got some diced chicken as well. Again, this is like the drawer that I can just quickly grab things with, that I know I'm going to be making like chicken nuggets next week, or I know now that I've got a whole roast chicken, so I can make a proper roast or something like that. I've also got half a bag of edamame bean stir fry as well, so I've got that too. So this is kind of like my really easy grab drawer. So it's got everything in there that I need. If I need to pick something out quickly, then I've got it all there already. So I'm just going to put those back in, knowing that I've got muffins in there, small sausages, chicken nuggets, vegetables, chickens, pizzas, and all those things that I use quite regularly, so it's easier for me to have it freezer than the outside freezer. I'm not going to get the middle drawer out, because in there is everything that I bake, like my chocolate mousse cups, my peanut butter and fudge cups, and my banana bread and my frozen raspberries. That's all in the middle freezer, so I'm not going to get that out, but I will link below all the recipes and the videos that I've made on those, on the banana mousse cups and all those things. So in here I have loads of egg muffins, loads of them. I've got 2 for me and 2 for my son there, and I've also got 2 here. So he usually has egg muffins once or twice a week, so I don't have to make any egg muffins this week. I can just grab them out the freezer. Dog's barking at nothing again. Also got a whole garlic baguette because my son loves garlic bread. Sorry about the dog barking, I don't even know what he's barking at. And then obviously I just put in there the ice creams that you saw earlier. I am going to move that garlic baguette out into the back freezer. The dog wants to go. Don't chase the cat. He's chasing the cat. He's chasing the cat. Okay, also here I have banana. As you can see, I haven't got a full bag yet, but I have realised that I've got 2 other bags of banana here that I haven't put in. So I need to empty those out. This is what I mean. This is why I like doing a freezer sort out every few months, because you just end up chucking things in, don't you? You're not really realising, and taking up a load of space that doesn't need to be taken up. So I've got, well, I've probably not got enough banana in there just yet to make banana ice cream. Probably need a few more. I'm just going to pour the air out of that to give me some more space. So I still need that. I've got 2 more ice creams here. These are actually a snowman ice cream and a reindeer ice cream. He's still eating them. He'll be fine. He'll be fine. So he's got those 2. He's got 2 dinosaur, and he's got 2 Star Wars, and he's got the Neapolitan ice cream. I don't need to buy any ice cream for him right now. I know it's summer. He's like, oh, can we have ice cream? Yeah, eat what's in the freezer. Once it's gone, then you can have more. Why am I going to spend money and keep topping up my freezer when he's already got ice cream in there? Anyway, I've also got cheese puffs. I make cheese puffs. I've got a video on cheese puffs. I will link that down below as well. So I've got all these cheese puffs left. These are a great afternoon snack. Brilliant afternoon snack. When he comes home from school, because I'm hungry, I'm always putting a couple of the cheese puffs in and maybe a rice cake with peanut butter. But again, if you didn't see my snack video last week, I'll link that in the description box below for you as well. And then I've also got some pancakes as well for breakfast. He's not keen on these, but I have learnt a trick. If I cut them into stars and put peanut butter and sprinkles on, he'll eat them. But if I leave them like that, he won't. He's a strange one. But I love him. He's my strange one. So I love him regardless. And obviously I've got the little donuts that I need to remake. And I will do a video on me remaking those. And then I've got the egg muffins. So this is very much like an afternoon snack breakfast kind of drawer. So easy for me to grab things out of. And that is all my freezer stuff. So it's all organised now. I know what I have. I know I can make meals out of it, and I can grab it quite easily. I would love to know, has this helped you or motivated you to sort out your freezer? Because by doing this, I actually save money because I can make more meals out of it. I've got a pork mince, I've got a beef mince, I've got a whole chicken, I've got loads of chicken breasts, I've got pork patties, I've got burgers, I've got chicken burgers, got hash browns, got sausages. I've got loads of food that I can make meals out of and just need to buy extra things to put in. But one trick I learned is if I find things on the yellow sticker or the clearance that are really cheap, I buy it and put it away in the freezer, because in the long run, it will save me money. If I want to make a chicken roast, I've already got a cheap chicken in the freezer already. So let me know what you think. Let me know if this has motivated you to sort out your freezer. And if you'd like me to do a cupboard one, to sort out all my cupboards and show you what I do with all my cupboards, do let me know in the comment box below. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up and I'll do more of these kind of videos. If you're new here, please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. If you're not new here but yet to subscribe, please consider doing so you can see more videos like this. And if you have subscribed, commented, shared or anything else, thank you so much for your continued support. I really do appreciate it. I am going to go and have a cup of tea because I think I need it now. And I'm going to edit this video so it actually goes up tonight. So when you're watching this on the Monday, I've actually recorded it in the morning, edited it and got it up that night. How awesome am I? Anyway, it's only 8:45. I've got all that done already. Again, thank you for watching. I hope whenever you watch this, you're having a good morning, good day or good evening. And I will see you on the next one. Bye guys.